anytime you need let down, and I'll be there for you to leave you hanging. You say, swing around and tie me to your windmill blades once the wind starts howling. Baby, just hold on to your heart. As for your wheels, let your loneliness steer. Our seeds are sown, but we'll split the seams apart. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of me. I'm just as terrified of you. Don't you know, can't you see? You might do me darkly, my dear, but I won't tempt retreat where all that I want stands upon the ground beneath your feet. Oh, show me where you hide, and inside out I will turn it till you are sad and naked. You say I'm no good at being bad, but you know that the skill lies in a well you fake it. Baby, just hold on to your heart. As for your wheels, let your loneliness steer. Our seeds are sown, but we'll split the seams apart. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of me. I'm just as terrified of you. Don't you know, can't you see? Might do me darkly, my dear, but I won't tempt retreat, for all that I want stands upon the ground beneath your feet. Oh, baby, just hold on to your heart. As for your wheels, let your loneliness steer. Our seeds are sown, but we'll split the seams apart. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of me. I'm just as terrified of you. Don't you know, can't you see? You might do me darkly, my dear, but I won't tempt retreat, for all that I want stands upon. Oh, don't be afraid of me. I'm just as terrified of you. Don't you know, can't you see? You might do me darkly, my dear, but I won't tempt retreat, for all that I want stands upon the ground beneath your feet.
Cody Martin.
How's it going, Ben?
Good, man. How are you today, this fine Thursday?
I'm doing great. I'm very happy to be here.
Happy that you're here. What'd you have for breakfast?
Oh, coffee.
All right. How'd you take your coffee?
Just with a little bit of cream.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
that's how I like
It's
my
just-
coffee
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I don't get too much breakfast, really. It's like my
Not a
favorite
breakfast
meal,
guy.
but it doesn't fit in. It's like goes from sleep to start of the day.
Just kind of
Just
like
way too
rolling
quick.
through.
Yeah,
When you do get a breakfast, so say you're at a nice breakfast spot.
mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite breakfast spot?
I do have a couple. Depending on where I'm at, I have the Cameo in Maslin hits home for me.
Cameo?
Cameo Bar and Grill. They got a great breakfast. It's very popular around town.
Oh, a popular spot.
Yeah, it's
I
a
like hearing
popular. It's just like a popular Maslin spot.
What do you think about the breakfast burrito?
I can't say I've been in the water.
That's my favorite
Am
thing.
I missing out?
I love breakfast burritos
Yeah.
so much.
I mean, I can't imagine it being anything bad.
Don't even get me started on burritos. Burrito is the pinnacle of food. It's stopped there.
Yeah.
What's your go-to breakfast?
Just a nice like cheese and sausage omelet.
All
You
right.
know, like something like that. Some
This
sausage
is-
links and cheese omelet with some hot sauce and a couple pieces of toast.
What kind of toast?
Just
You didn't prepare for
I
these
did not
questions.
prepare for
we
this.
didn't put
Yeah,
these for it.
no, yeah.
Put 'em in the
I
hot
was not
seat.
ready for these
It is a little.
toasty
It's
questions.
a. Oh wow.
Wow.
It's a
Yes.
personal question. What kind of toast?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty simple. Just toast and just butter it up.
Butter it up.
Yep, that's it.
There
That's all you
have it.
need.
There you have it. This is called an icebreaker. How we doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
Will you go on a second date with me? You
I
think?
will.
A breakfast
completely.
date?
Yeah, we'll go on a breakfast date.
Butter each other's bread.
I will butter your bread
Beautiful.
anytime, Ben.
Beautiful. We're having a beer fight here. We got Miller Lite over there, and then Saigon beer right here. You ever had this?
I have not.
My sister got me this. We had it when we were in Vietnam, and it's pretty good.
Tasty.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway,
I haven't ran into too many beers that I haven't liked, you know.
yeah, that's true. Let's see. Trying to think of one.
Some of the heavier beers haven't always like agreed with me too much, but
Yeah, I've never been like a stout guy.
yeah, stouts are tough.
Yeah, every once in a while. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I've been really on a sour kick lately.
Yeah,
Oh man,
getting down on some sours.
love them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I could talk about beers all day. You got another tune for us?
I do. It's a song that I wrote last year, and due to circumstances, I haven't really played too much because hasn't really been a whole lot of people to play it for.
Yeah, I've heard about something going around.
Yeah, there's some things hanging us up here in the performing industry. So, there could be forgotten words here, which is always fun, but I will try my best. It's called Saying Goodbye is So Hard to Do. Last night I dreamt of each time we would kiss, how I'd close my eyes and how I'd breathe you in. Ain't thought of you much since we'd called it quits, but I knew that I'd see you again. Oh, baby, we had us a nice run. Saying goodbye is so hard to do. Maybe the best thing that I'd ever done was saying goodbye to you. Well, I drive around town, see your name advertised, see you hanging about with the bums and barflies. For so many years, I was one of those guys who came around when you said to come. But I ain't the boy that I once was. Well, I'm happy that those days are through. I'm the man I am now only because saying goodbye is so hard to do. Ain't it nice thinking back on that first night we met, just shy of 18, without care or regret. but it's a damn dangerous thing on which to reflect. Love to meet you for the first time again, though I should have never even said hello. Wish I'd known when we were introduced. Ain't it hard to learn all by your lonesome? But saying goodbye is so hard to do. Will I keep you in my thoughts, only so I can say that I don't need you at all? Never did anyway. But if the sky were falling down and the end was today, well, we both know I'd run back to you, in spite of all the ways you can hurt me. Both the cause and the cure for my blues. I guess some part of me always will want you, and saying goodbye is so hard to do. Saying goodbye is so hard to do. We made it.
We did it. 2 down.
2 down?
Hear that, folks? We're not trying to show it off, but
Yeah,
I love that tune.
thank you.
That one's called?
Saying goodbye is so hard to do.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. It's
How old's that one?
about a year.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about a year old. I got on a pretty hard writing kick like in April last year.
Mm-hmm.
And just April. After that,
Only April?
I mean, yeah, after April, it kind of tapered off into like the here and the there. But April was hot and heavy. That was a big month.
April's a strong month. That's a good month for,
Yeah.
because it's kind of like, it's kind of a transitionary month from like season to season.
Yeah, getting out of that winter drag and getting little hint of the nicer weather. So
I find that songwriting, I'd be curious to see what you think, but yeah, kind of that transition from seasons.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, that's probably when I write the most songs.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, spring, like the fair weather season, like spring and fall are just like big
Yeah.
months. I feel like winter, you're kind of you're stuck in one place for too long to like make anything feel
Everything's
good.
so dark and
like,
depressing.
Like I try to read a lot in the winter. And
And
even that just gets to be like, well, it's like the only thing to do sometimes if you're not just like just gorging yourself with food and Netflix.
That's my move. Gorging food. I'm good at it. I practiced for years and years. It's my signature move.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, heck, coming out of last year into this year, the winter was just like, all right, let's buckle down. Let's food, some drinks, some movies.
It's true.
Yeah, and a high heating bill.
Yeah, that's true too. We've been stuck at home. We can't go to the other warm places.
Nope.
That used to be the move. Kind of turn your heat way down and then just go other places that are warm. This house doesn't have air conditioning. That's what I do during the summer.
Oh. Well,
I just go hang out in like Target.
Yeah, that's good. You're good for the cool air in Target.
Yeah, Target. Oh, the cold air. Let's see. Who do we got here? I saw Tracy. So Tracy is our dear friend from England tuning in.
Hi, Tracy.
It's her morning.
Happy you're here. Good morning. Plenty of coffee.
Coffee's it's a solid. It's a go-to move.
Yeah.
Dave, my good friend Dave, just saw him
Dave.
last night. Dave's the man.
Thank you. I'm glad you like that song. Build a fire. Classic.
Inside your house,
That's
Dave?
the way to do it.
He's probably got a nice fireplace. The fireplaces that they made in these houses in the 50s all suck. They're like I won't get on that soapbox.
A whole different,
different
stream. The
Jen?
fireplace rant.
Hey, Jen. Yeah, don't even get bass started. Odie says hello back.
Oh, he's chilling. I'm singing him to sleep over here.
He's a very active participant in this stream, like always. This happens every time. So anyone that's Dave, Jen, Tracy. So actually, these are familiar folks. We love you so much tuning in. But anyone that does knows that Odie does this always. Once the music starts, he just kind of goes over there, passes out.
Just floating on the vibe.
That's right.
I love it. I think the snark went out on me, but nope.
Oh no.
Oh, she's back.
So I would say, folks that are tuning in, if you haven't already, please share that stream. It's super easy to do. It's amazing how much it helps us. Just kind of keep that momentum going, get this music out in front of as many people as possible. It's a beautiful day, so we can't blame people for being outside.
Wonderful day.
If I didn't have to hang out with Cody here, he really stuck it to me with this one. I'd be outside.
Yeah, when we scheduled it, you just never know.
Nah, yeah. But it does help us sharing that stream. That way we can get this in front of as many people as possible. So all my mom's tuning in. Hey, Mom. How you doing?
Hello.
Did you do a Mother's Day thing?
Mother's Day, just pretty low key. Just hung out with the folks and just relaxed. Yeah, it was really nice.
Same. I got behind schedule. I hope I didn't get to spend as much time with the mom as I wanted.
Yeah.
Love her so, but hopefully she doesn't hold it. Well, she's hanging out tonight, so.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, David Ward. What's up, David?
Chillin'.
That's a fella from your neck of the woods, or at least that's where I met him. At David, where did we meet? What was the name of that coffee shop? You think of it while Cody plays a song. All right.
All right.
Oh.
Well, this is kind of my signature song, I guess, if I had one.
Big in Japan.
If I had to say, yeah, I mean, it's
top of the charts.
The Summit plays it a lot.
Awesome.
For me, which is awesome. The Summit's always taking care of us local artists, and so thank you to them on that shout out. And this is called Born in a Grave. Well, it's hard living when you're born in a grave, 6 feet deep before you're even old today. And the music here is so loud I can't hear it when it plays. It's hard living when you're born in a grave. It's easy dying from the moment that you're born. Won't you leave the porch light on for me, oh Lord? Every second spent surrounded by a loaded gun or sword. It's easy dying from the moment that you're born. And I spend my time trying to save a tired soul from this world that's grown so goddamned and depraved. Desolate and dreamless, can't perceive the tone of days. It's hard living when you're born in a grave. It's tough fearing when it ain't easy to care. Stole the lightning from the devil's electric chair. I'm overcome with so much selfishness, I've got some to share. It's tough fearing when it ain't easy to care. In my eyes, they've been starving for the light. Since loneliness has captured me within its sights. Won't you cook all day for me, darling? And won't you feed me through the night? 'Cause my eyes, they've been starving for the light. And I spend my time trying to save my tired soul from this world that's grown so goddamned and depraved. desolate and dreamless, can't perceive the tone of days. It's hard living when you're born in a grave. Well, it's hard living when you're born in a grave. But if you ain't trying, then what difference does it make? If you ever find true freedom, boy, you best make it fit your slate. 'Cause it's hard living when you're born in a grave. If you ever find true freedom, boy, you best make it fit your slate. 'Cause it's hard living when you're born in a grave.
Hell yeah.
Whew. What we got going on here?
Oh, it's a mighty fine comment from Casey. That's someone you know?
I'm guessing that's Kevin. Well, at either rate, thank you. Thank you for. I mean, yeah, I think that. I'm guessing that's Kevin.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've only known you as just amazing. So it's nice to know that there was maybe a time where.
No, I came up through the open mic ranks for sure.
Well, do you have an open mic that you think kind of shaped you the most?
Well, I did spend a lot of time at Mugswigs in Canton at
Yeah.
that open mic. A friend of mine, a friend of many, Andy Seifert was hosting at that point in time, and then also over at Karma Cafe, and then
Josie McGee runs that now, right?
Yeah.
Mugswigs?
Yeah, that's right.
I think it's still going on now. That's awesome. And what Karma Cafe and
Karma Cafe, that was over in Belden Village. I mean, at the time, it was just bouncing around. Like, I mean, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, every single one you could get into. And then we did one at the Masson Museum that Kevin was running, and so.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's
stuff.
That's probably one of the things I miss the most right now is the open mics, or at least in the last year.
Open mics are great.
Yeah.
It's just a great. I mean, if you get 2 or 3 songs, you can try out some new stuff. It's just like a no pressure situation. Just
Even if
kind of have fun and
totally. Even if you're not playing, you're just hanging out with so many
catching up with everybody.
just amazing. That's kind of the heartbeat of the music communities are at those open mics. You have the gigging musicians, the folks that just are content playing open mics, the ones that they just love to go watch it. It's a nice dichotomy, and it's nice coming together.
And I really liked even nights when you weren't planning on doing it, and you just rolled through the doors.
And they're like, "Get up here!"
It's like, "Hey, we got an open slot. You want to do it?" And it's like,
"Oh, guitar? Okay, I'll give it a try."
It's like, "Oh, sure, I guess." Yeah.
And then you blow their minds.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was laughing with a friend of mine because there was like a point in time when like the Bob Dylan bug bit me really massively, and I would just like go in and do performances of Desolation Row, which is like 11 minutes and like just way too many lyrics, but I loved it.
They're like,
so
"Oh,
much.
shit."
So it's like,
Cody's
Cody's starting Desolation Row. That's how you eat up like a 3-song set, is like do the first song in 11 minutes.
Yeah. Be like, "Whoa, I had 2 more songs."
Yeah.
What about the folks watching? You guys got any open mics that maybe shaped you or that you miss? They're beautiful things.
Yeah.
And Dave, right? So I saw Dave last night up in Cleveland, and I was like, "You need to tune in." Cody's finger picking is incredible.
Thank you.
It really is.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Who would you say is your main influence for finger picking? Or maybe the handful.
Definitely, the tallest man on earth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christian Madsen goes by tallest man on earth. Yeah. Once I heard him, that was it.
How would you kind of learn his stuff, or?
Yeah. So.
How?
Just through tabs, I guess. At first, there weren't many at the time available for him because he only had like 2 records out when I got into him, so he wasn't as popular as he is now. But
Trendsetter, nice.
He had a strong fan base, and I had friends who knew about him who introduced me to him, and and then Learned a couple songs, and then just like meticulously like breaking down like YouTube videos and like seeing where his hands were at, and because he uses a lot of funky like alternative tunings, which is I've adopted for my own playing. But yeah, that changed a lot for me.
That's awesome.
And the first song I learned to like do the Travis picking was "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right" by Bob Dylan, and I beat that song to death on the open mic circuit. Like every time I'd go out, I'd play that, and still do a lot. You know,
It's a great song.
shows. Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, just lean on it.
Yeah.
Old Faithful. But yeah, that really set like a new direction for me. Like I just everything I did was finger picking focused, and for the most part.
It's an amazing way to play guitar. I feel like it's
so fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's also intimate, and you can also get just so many sounds.
Yeah.
One guy in a guitar is like,
yeah.
How is he doing all that?
Make it sound pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And I would like to recommit to like learning more techniques, because there's always way more patterns you can do. More rolls.
Surprising, right? We only have 5 fingers, and we can do
all this crazy.
The rolls are crazy.
Yeah.
Tallest man on earth does those like nuts.
Yeah, insane. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, for anyone that hasn't checked out Tallest Man on Earth, highly, highly recommend. Really cool. Mom, you missed going to open mics, huh? Were you performing at open mics back home? What's your go-to song? Odie's gone. Odie's had enough.
Odie's.
He is out. Let me see if I can.
He's at my feet down
get
here.
A shot of
him.
him.
Real good boy. Nope.
Down by his dirty toy. That's just.
In the performance space.
Look at that. Before we talk about it, look at that dirty ass toy. So that's a toy that we found underneath the couch today, and it's like his long lost buddy. So he's just dragging it around everywhere.
I love it.
A gross little rabbit thing. Whatever. Dirtball.
It's like me and my.
You got that same toy?
Well, like song toys, like Don't Think Twice. It's just like I find it under the couch and then I drag it back out, and
Yeah.
it's like, man,
Dust it off.
I thought you were done with this. It's like, nope, it's back. Time
He
to
didn't-
do it again.
He didn't dust it off though. That thing's dirty.
Should we do another one here?
Oh yeah.
We'll do a murder ballad. Everyone loves those. It's called No More the Sky to Be Below. Close the Bible shut for good. Quit carving her name in the wood. Set fire to all that proved I'd ever lived. Sit inside a self-made hell, the depth to which my damn soul fell. And somehow that I'd pay for what I did. And it's so long, all you know. No more the sky to be below. Once your light no longer with my way, so inward did the darkness fade. The sun went blind from staring in my eyes. Between us now the earth, the salt and stones, the cross I rigged from roadkill bones. Ma said I'd be a killer till I died. And it's so long, my true love. No more the ground to be above. From here to so hard to get away from yourself, but this life was made for you, and you won't make it out alive. But by the time they found out she was dead, my name was changed, my skin was shed. Ain't no one left who knows if I survived. And it's so long to all you know. No more the sky to be below. From here to all of times and time, around the rose twines the briar.
I love that song.
Thank you.
That line that across the roadkill bones.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you.
Every time I hear that, I'm just like, damn, that's just so cool. It just like puts such a picture in your head.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's weird and just...
It's creepy and so cool. Where did you come up with that?
It was, I was reading a lot of Cormac McCarthy, and he wrote, like, Blood Meridian and No Country for Old Men, and he works in a lot of weird language and a lot of weird imagery, and I think that kind of just rubbed off on me whenever I
loved it. I love it. I didn't know that was a book, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Started as a book?
Yep. Yeah,
You're gonna have to read that.
He's written a lot of great books, and they're just, it's very like biblical, and just he's got a way with words. I mean, it's intense stuff, most of it, but
Oh wow.
I think Blood Meridian, so many people have tried to turn it into a movie, but they can't get it. It's so violent, like they can't get a script across that even like does it
Would you say
justice. Like
Blood Meridian?
yeah,
I might check that out.
yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, a lot of his writing has rubbed off on me as a songwriter, just from I really admire the way you write. So
Yeah. It's cool how that works.
yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah,
from medium to medium, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so that song was written with like him in mind, and Townes Van Zandt. I feel like that's probably one of my more Townes Van Zandt type songs.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I also love Towns so much, so maybe
Yeah.
that's why that song just
Largely
hits.
influential, yeah. What we got going on?
Another.
All right. Thank you. That's my lovely Aunt Julie. Thanks for tuning in.
You always got to have an Aunt Julie.
Oh, she's the best. On to the next.
Yes, sir.
All right. This song is the only... I released this last year as a single, a standalone single. 'Cause that's kind of the day and age we're living in, is like the Spotify single like world. A lot of people just release a song at a time until you've like just put out an album, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's probably what I'm going to do this summer.
I think, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the way to do it. I mean, I'm a fan of the album as a format.
Yeah.
I champion the album. I'll die on that hill. But also, you know, just putting out a song at a time every now and then. That's just kind of the attention span of, you know, the social media age. It's like...
Yeah. Easier on the pocketbook, too.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
Just one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, an album's a hell of an undertaking, so... But this song, I was really proud of and thought it would be a good single, you know, just on its own. And it's, it's called Get Behind My Eyes. Who'd have thought I'd see here you looking so alone? stand next to William, scrolling sadly through your phone. He asks you, baby, hold my drink, follows Betty up the stairs, leaves you in your costume, searching for someone to care. Maybe, girl, your ceiling is the same thing as my floor. We walked into the same room, but we used a different door. And the answer won't be easy when you ask why I don't call. If you don't have something nice to say, you shouldn't speak at all. Suddenly approached me, asking for a cigarette. The front porch, it was empty, the sidewalks, they were wet. You say that William doesn't love you all the ways you thought he would. Smoke pouring from my nostrils, well, why do you think he should? Are you afraid that he will hurt you just the same as you've hurt me? Someday you're gonna wish there's someone else that you could be. If you feel like trading places isn't taking things too far, come get behind my eyes, see yourself for who you are. Well, you caught me feeling honest, a drunken tongue for sober thoughts. Or maybe it's just Halloween that let you be someone you're not. Silence seemed too perfect when your sadness was compared, so I broke it with the question, do you think Billy's still upstairs? I'm a soldier with no circus, you're a clown without a war. Maybe, girl, your ceiling is the same thing as his floor. How can you say you're sorry? Well, you got some goddamn nerve. Perhaps the life you don't want is the one that you deserve. When this party's over, every face shall be unmasked. I let you hold my point of view, but now I want it back. Who would want to stay here? Girl, it really must be hell, doing all those things you've done, living with yourself. Tonight we both shall go home with some sights we can't unsee. By now I bet you wish there's someone else that you could be. And as I turn back to my old world, things, they just don't seem as dark since I've been behind your eyes and for myself seen who you are. Yeah, get behind my eyes.
Julie sharing that link?
Yeah. Yes, that song is available for download. It's it's on all streaming websites. It's also on my Bandcamp, which is codyjmartin.bandcamp.com, and on iTunes and the like. And thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, the music video's on my website there. It's the only music video I've ever done, and that was a fun experience. Shot that with a good friend of mine named Tyler Needing, and it was released right around Halloween, so it's very Halloween centric. Right, Odie? Yeah. Cody J Martin.
Oh, goodness.
Look at that. We are just
Just two peas in a pod.
two peas in a pod.
And I dropped a link to the to that Bandcamp. So I'm sure most music lovers out there know, but if you're looking to to get music, streaming is a great way to get your feet wet.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely if you want to grab a song, Bandcamp is the way to go. That helps. That money actually goes to the musicians, where Spotify, we get a couple pennies.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's a good day, couple pennies.
Couple pennies is a really good day on
Hey.
Spotify. Yeah. Yep.
So, Bandcamp's been doing a really cool thing where they've been waiving some of the fees, normally on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So watch out for that. Maybe if you're following some musicians, Cody should definitely be on that list. But you kind of look for one of those Fridays where they're waiving the fees, and then you can stock up on your favorite music from local musicians and really help them out.
Yeah, you can buy physical merch from there too. It's a full deal.
Yeah, it's a nice situation.
I love Bandcamp. Doing good stuff. Let's see where we're at here. I think it's about the time for me to start doing things like that.
All right. That sounds like rock and roll.
This song is actually, I wrote this at the beginning of that very creatively rich April last year. And it's kind of a weird one for me. Like, I don't know how much it really fits in with my style, but I like it a lot, and I intend to throw it somewhere on like a B-side like collection or something. It's one that happened really fast, so I like that about it. I didn't have to spend too much time on it, and it's really short and sweet, and I don't know.
It's called what again?
It is called Your Favorite Angel's Toy Box.
All right, let's see what this is.
Man,
I like that title.
I got nothing for it other than that, but it's a coming of age story, I suppose you could say. I lay here broken with this Coca-Cola, feels like feeling floating through my veins. Oh, ain't it strange just to exist? You passed out on your bed, the lights did save for some glow-in-the-dark star stickers that you stuck up there when you were only 10. Then you found out about rock and roll, said you weren't afraid of ghosts anymore. You started taking drinks from your father's den, and we stole your stepmother's drugs. I don't see the harm with simply doing things that we're bound to do when we get older. Anyways, what do you say? Would you be my first? I better sneak back home before my parents know that we got into your favorite angel's toy box of souls. Oh my God, that rock and roll.
Oh, it's so short.
Yeah, man, it's just real quick and easy.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, all right, more.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if I ever record it, might throw in a little instrumental part on it and extend it a little bit.
I love that.
Thank you.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little song.
Kind of had like a Beatles vibe.
Yeah, it's some real like Beatles chords. It does feel very British. I'm a big Arctic Monkeys fan too, and like sometimes Alex Turner's songwriting is kind of in that corner.
Hell yeah.
Of where that song's at. That and like Elliott Smith is another huge influence.
I haven't listened much.
Yeah, Elliott Smith.
Elliott Smith.
Yep.
I'll write it down.
That's a whole That's a whole new world.
Writing it down. Andy, right? Andy, how you doing, man? Speaking of open mics, Andrew Shepard used to run one at Silver Swan. Are you guys still doing that? I don't know. Little towny bar right around the corner. It was awesome.
Nice.
Andy's a fantastic bass player and mandolin player.
Perfect.
Pretty easy on the eyes, too.
Hi, Andy. How you doing? Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, we do hope everyone's doing good. Like always, we truly appreciate the folks that tune into this stream. It started just, I would almost say out of necessity, as just a way to kind of stay connected, and it's turned into a fun little community. Fun. I know that, so just a little housekeeping in that department. Live streaming is starting to kind of, it's not going away, but the bulk of it's kind of run its course. So we're lucky to have, such an amazing community behind it. But probably, I was talking to Cody about it, probably in July, we're going to start back up the house shows. And how we're going to structure those, just so everyone knows, is we'll maybe have like 10-ish seats available for the in-person. So we'll kind of keep it a little bit stripped down. We'll stream those. So what it'll be is anyone that's a Patreon member would have first access to those 10 seats. They'll probably fill up pretty fast, and that'll just be free, but there's just limited capacity. But then we'll throw all these cameras out into the living room and we'll be able to stream it, and it'll be kind of a nice little hybrid thing, so that we can still get music out there to folks that are all over the world. It's not even feasible. Like Tracy's tuning in from England and stuff like that's really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
So we can still stream, but then we'll have a little bit of that house show magic. There's nothing quite like a house show.
Yeah, no.
That intimate concert.
That's a good place to be.
Yeah, and with this rig, actually, it's kind of mobile now.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to host a house show, we would just ask that it's, responsible, and that we can have it kind of low key. But that'd be pretty cool if folks have a musician in mind and we can kind of set it up. Would you be down to do something like that?
Any day of the week, man.
There you go. There you go. So something to think about.
You know me. Speaking of weird tunings, this is one of them.
What's that one?
It's a open G minor, which open G is pretty standard, and then you just tune that one down to get your minor chord, and then voila. And you don't play chords like that on it. I mean, you could, but you'd have to be
Out of your mind.
out of your mind. So let me get.
Yeah, sounds tricky.
That sounds right.
Yeah, there it is.
That sounds right. So
What? Odie's like half out of his bed. He's like,
I've been enjoying the Odie cam a lot.
yeah. He's a ham. All right, this one was called what?
This song's called Some Separate Sunset.
You got the best names.
Thank you. Or should really stop messing with the tuning and gonna have to. This is an unreleased song, but it was recorded during the sessions for my last full-length record, and I'm hoping that this year some of those songs that didn't really make it but that we still liked will see the light of day in some kind of like EP release form while everything starts to get put back together show-wise and recording-wise. And it goes like this. Since you've been summoned from the soul stream, girl, you've touched eternity. With the resplendent effervescence of your eyes defines my dreams. And I know that you were born so far before the dawn of time, and you'll shine on till forever like the moonlight through the pines. This darkness that burns the firmament down will shine on from beneath us as we watch the dying day go underground. Come dust the skyways will alight in starlit murmuration, dear, but my transfixion won't be theirs to hold as long as you are near. Still I know that you must leave me, I anticipate the pain that surely follows your departure like the warm breeze leads the rain. This darkness that burns the firmament down will rise up from beneath us as we watch the dying day go underground. So now the days of hell without you, I'm without you all the time. Since you left a blessed separate sunset with the essence of your kind. And through the scenery campestral, through the ash falling from higher, I watch you climb up the horizon like the smoke of distant fires. This darkness that burns the firmament down will rise up from beneath us as we watch the dying day go underground. Oh, yeah.
I love that one.
Thank
That's
you.
a cool tune.
Thank you.
G minor. Open G minor.
Open G minor.
Huh.
Magical little tuning.
I love it.
All right, let's try to find home base here. Come on, Snark, you can do it. There it is.
I wonder how much can people hear my creaky chair in the stream? I hate this dumb chair. So while Cody's doing that, one thing I will say is that we're updating our schedule for the streams that we have for the remainder of the year. We're booked out now until about fall, and like I said, we're going to do those house shows. But if you're interested, keep looking on the website under the schedule, and you'll be able to see some of the upcoming shows. Some really cool artists that are flowing through, and we're pretty fortunate to have so much talent in our backyard. Cody is a fine example.
Thank you. You ain't kidding though. A lot of talent around here. I'm always just undergoing so much imposter syndrome, hang out with a lot of the people I'm lucky enough to call friends around here.
Yeah, that's a double-edged sword.
It is, yeah. Like people who know how to tune their guitar a little more efficiently.
Hey, we all have our strengths.
Yeah, yeah. I actually just stumbled upon a bootleg recording of Bob Dylan in Paris in the 60s, just tuning his guitar for 5 minutes and talking to the audience. I'm the kind of nerd who would like enjoys that type of shit.
It's humanizing. It's really cool.
I love hearing it.
You've probably heard it. There's also that recording of Townes Van Zandt. I forget the name of the place, but the air conditioning's busted, and he's like talking about that.
Yeah.
It's so cool to hear.
The old quarter, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I love that. Anytime I listen to a live recording, I'm usually listening to hear like what they say in between the songs, almost rather than the songs themselves. Yeah, we'll be able to do. We can do Found God. I'm gonna do this one real quick. This song's called Tomorrow's a Brand New Day. It's off my first release all the way back in the old age of 2014. Seems like so long ago. Well, I feel so tired and oh so low down, broken like a bone beneath your stare. But I still been backwards on a barbed wire fence to watch the sunset paint the night into the air. But there's something in the silence of the dark and country kindness that makes me want to stay. For tonight I failed to win your heart, but tomorrow is a brand new day. Hey, no, I've never called myself a lover, maybe just a fighter of the same. But I couldn't risk to lose all that I had to offer just to live for that lonesome little fame. But there's something in the violence of the city's killing sidewalks, just too afraid to chase me away. For tonight I failed to win your heart, but tomorrow is a brand new day. And I said, babe, when that hurt gets too strong, will you take my pain? Will you take my pain away? For the sweetest kind of loss is when it is your gain. When it is your game, oh my babe. So when all else is lost, darling, I will go back home to that hole from which I've crawled. And I guess I ought to know that it takes the feeling of a broken heart to heal the one you caused. But there's something in the wind telling me you'll come again when the world has switched our lanes. For tonight tomorrow is a brand new day. And I said, babe, when that hurt gets too strong, will you take my pain? Will you take my pain away? For the sweetest kind of loss is when it is your gain. Oh, when it is your gain. Oh, my babe.
Hell yeah. There's that tallest man finger picking.
Yeah, there's that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff there.
I saw him at House of Blues. It was really cool. There was he was with his full band, but there was a couple times where he sent him off, and they just did like a one light thing, and just him with a guitar.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Those are my favorite moments. Live music shows are coming back. There's so many that are popping up for the fall.
Yeah.
So we'll see if the summer goes well. Then the fall's about to be a party.
All right.
Dave, right? Told you, brother. This is the real deal here.
Come on. You're almost there. You can do it.
In your defense, you did say those strings were like a year old.
Yeah. This guitar got set up last February ahead of a Johnny Cash tribute show at the Canton Palace, and that's the last time anything's ever happened to this guitar. No changing of the strings, and I think it's time. I think it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Those little guys really been hanging in there.
Taking some abuse.
Is that your go-to guitar?
Yeah, on acoustic. This is my.
Is that the one you write most of your stuff on too?
Yeah, I do. Do write a lot on this. Got a few other acoustics that I keep around. Got this Recording King, which is a cool brand. They do a lot of like blues-inspired models and stuff. And I do a lot of like alternate. I keep that one in open G and just get that out, and so I don't always have to like push this one back and forth between a bunch of different tunings and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we did all that just so we can do this here.
Beautiful.
Cool. All right, this is a song off my last full-length record, and it's called Found God. Straight from the path, and twice more than halfway to heaven, but Evelyn ain't it been held back since that first night we met in between the dreams I can't remember and memories, girl, that I'll never forget. Something calls my name beyond the door, and this house ain't my home anymore. Well, Adam, you say, looking back, baby, ain't it strange just how different we were in the same damn ways? Now we leave on our own, but it's just like we came. If everyone's lonely, then nobody's really alone. And I can hear them call your name beyond the door. This house ain't your home anymore. Been a while. The premonitions rise and go dancing across the sky through perdition, paradise. Love you by and by. On that first night we met, well, you smiled as you said that you'd found God in the sins people claim He condemns. So we lived out our days, forming purity from the profane, till our past were the screams that would echo our fate. Now they call our name beyond the door. This house ain't our home anymore. Now they call our name beyond the door. And this house ain't our home anymore.
Oh man, Julie, fantastic pick. That's a song.
Thank you. We're getting a little fumbling there on the strings, but it's all right. It's been a minute on some of these, you know.
No one even knew. Now they know. No one knew.
I'll tell them. I'll tell you when I mess up.
That's honesty. That's integrity, folks.
Thanks, Mitch. Thanks for tuning in.
It is a hit. Julie's right.
Thank you. That's a fun one. Where are we at here? What should we?
You got another one for us?
Oh, we can always whip up another one. Yeah.
Let's see, this will be the big closer.
This is the closer. Let's do another unreleased song then.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Real fast, let me hop on here. A little more housekeeping, folks. So in the description of tonight's show, you can find the ways to support Cody. Please check that out. Also, keep an eye on his shows. He's going to be playing a handful of places this summer. Shows are kind of creeping back in, and puts on a hell of a show. Any big ones coming up that you want to? Or venues you want to shout out?
Doing a lot at Royal Docks Brewing in Canton, both in their Plain Township location at the Fodor House Bar and Kitchen, and at the Tap Room in the Jackson area, and then at a restaurant at Comida In Hudson. I'll be doing a lot of shows up there.
Very cool.
And downtown Hex Tap Room in Massillon.
Yeah, all stellar spots. If you
Yeah.
haven't been to any of those, definitely check them out. They're helping a lot of local musicians, and they're bringing together the music-loving and food-loving, beer-loving communities and musicians.
That's the place to be.
They're the spots.
Yeah, I got all my dates for the near future are up on my website. So, yeah.
Cool. Yep. So you can find all those links in the description. I'll share them again here in the comments. But if you like what you heard, please consider dropping something in that virtual tip jar. So I'll throw it again in the comments just so that people know. But yeah, it's an amazing thing that we can still stay connected right now during this transitionary period, and musicians like Cody are a gift. So let's make sure to keep coming together in music and in song and supporting our local musicians. We love you so much, and thank you so much for being on the show tonight, man.
Thanks for having me. It's been a fun and fast stream here.
It goes quick, right?
It goes quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been a blast. Thanks everyone for tuning in and listening to songs. I really appreciate it. These GHS sessions have been a complete gift through this time. So, thank you, Ben. This song, we'll try it. I demoed it once, Ben. So we're gonna do it here. It's called I've Been Late Since Before I Was Born. Gone again, going out of my skin. Can't relate to who I've been when I'm with you. Your eyes look red, you can sleep when you're dead. Until then, get done what you gotta do. Good advice, thank you kindly. Sure is nice having friends that don't think twice before they give. Your eyes look red, man, you can sleep when you're dead. Until then, why don't you try your best to live? Can't tell you how tired I'm feeling. It's the only thing I know. If you want something done correctly, gotta do it on your own. The blind man sign, wait and see. At the same time as the deaf man said, we'll just play it by ear. But don't you mourn, for I've been late since long before I was born, before the dawning of all years. Can't tell you how sorry I'm feeling. The only way out I got left. If you wanna leave the right way, you gotta do it for yourself. Well, I'll compose songs that sing like rivers flow, when she knows to give me shelter from the storm. But don't you wait for me at the judgment gate, for I've been late since long before I was even born.
Fantastic, brother.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Ben.
you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you all. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Peace.